Yo, you too. What's good? It's your man, the Rich Kid, Back at you with another video, another topic. Hey, today, man, we got your boy, we got your man, Cowboys Nation. Stephen Jones. Here we go. I think he's at the combine, and they got him. Of course, they want to ask him, questions about, the whole offseason coming up, free agency, Micah's contract, all that, So get ready for the fireworks. Here we go. Shout out to my man Cowboys on attack. It's courtesy of him. I thought this was pretty funny, man. Your man Stephen Jones always slipping and sliding and ditching and dodging questions, and when it comes to this money, Catboy, aka Catboy. But here we go. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna talk about it, stop it periodically, man, so we can talk. All right, Cowboys Nation, here we go.
A heater today, ladies and gentlemen. We get to hear from Stephen Jones at the NFL Combine, and he's actually giving us some answers as it pertains to the Dallas Cowboys and how we're going to be moving going forward. Let's go ahead and take a listen to these snippets and take a look at some quotes that actually give us some great insights into some answers concerning the offensive line and much more. Be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content on the regular. All right, let's go ahead and take a listen to this first snippet in which he's talking about fan apathy. All right.
Emotion. Apathy is what you don't want, and certainly we understand the emotion.
Damn right we don't want apathy
involved, and we want our fans to love our team, and we also want them to have emotion when we, don't deliver great results, which 7-10 is not acceptable from our viewpoint, and the lack of success in the postseason is certainly something that's frustrating for us as well that we want to do something about.
I don't believe you, Stephen. Make some moves and all.
Yeah, he said apathy is not what we want. Of course, we don't want no apathy, man. And then, the whole 7-10 is unacceptable, and, the lack of success in the postseason is unacceptable. Well, yeah, just like my man was saying, like, yo, hey, man, show and prove, Of course, it's not going to be acceptable, man, but it's been acceptable. Because, you ain't been doing nothing in free agency, man. You ain't been playing no players in here, that whole just, we build through the draft and we like our guys. Well, this is where it's gotten us, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man, this is what you get. You get a 7-10 season and, you get no playoff run. Simple as that.
Offseason, do some trades or something. Get some impact guys in here, then maybe we'll talk about whether or not you're mad about postseason success.
Right.
I don't believe you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have this year's version of the all-in quote, and this time it's not from Jerry. It looks like Steven's going to be the one falling on the sword this offseason.
We're going to look at everything we can. We're going to be selectively aggressive. We obviously, there's things in this league you have to, you have certain amount of resources they allow you to have, and we'll look at that.
Look, there he is. Look,
improve our football.
He is fighting for his life. Not
right. You hear him, right? Certain amount of resources that you have. Just like my man saying, he's trying to allude to, the cap. The cap. It's always the cap. The cap can only let us go so far. Man, I swear, man, this dude's so in love with that cap, man. But we know Cowboys Nation this year that the cap is not going to be an issue, man. It shouldn't be, especially when they increased the cap, a few days back. We got like $30-40 million more for the cap. So the Cowboys got money, man. They got money. The cap's not going to be an excuse this year. We don't want to hear that shit, man. Yo, we just don't want to hear it. Just go out here, Steven, make it happen. I know it's embedded and drilled in your DNA every year about the cap, you know what I'm saying? But nah, we ain't falling for that cap mess this year. Go out here, make some moves.
have to say something about the set. He is fighting for his life not to say the word
He sure
salary cap,
is.
bro.
Sure
He
is.
know we tired of hearing him talk about the salary cap. He's fighting for his life not to say it. Oh my God, Steven.
Football team, not try. We're going to improve our football team. And,
You're damn right. You better.
We expect to have success next year.
Man, he was fighting. Listen to this again.
But we're going to look at everything we can. We're going to be selectively aggressive. We obviously.
Here it is, selectively aggressive.
Selectively aggressive. Y'all heard that right? Selectively aggressive. So he's pretty much giving himself an out. If they don't do anything, he's gonna come back later on and say, well, I told y'all we were gonna be selectively aggressive, because our MO is not to pay big money in free agency. So remember that, Cowboys Nation, selectively aggressive. You know what I mean? That's the word of the day.
That's the part of that quote you need to hang on to. So if we don't see any moves this offseason that resembles anything that looks like aggression, Stephen Jones lied to us.
Right.
Usually Stephen ain't the one that lies to us. Usually it's Jerry that'll get up there and start pushing flowers up your asshole. Stephen is the one that's going to tell you the truth, and you usually just don't like what he has to say. But he'll usually tell you, hey, yeah, I'm trying to pinch some pennies. I ain't about to do a damn thing. So he says selectively aggressive. Let's see. But look how hard he's trying to fight from saying salary cap, though. He knows we don't want to hear. Look at that look on his. He know damn well we don't want to hear salary cap come out of his damn mouth.
Things in this league, you have to, you have certain.
There's things in this league you have to. How am I gonna? There's a salary.
Amount of resources they allow.
Certain amount of resources.
Right.
There we go. He's saying everything but salary cap. That's hilarious. All right, now we have another quote, and this is when he was asked if they have any regrets about doing more to improve their roster last offseason. This one's probably going to irritate some people.
Trying to think the best way to say this. But
As soon as y'all heard, I'm going to tell you right now, man. I'm going to put y'all on game, bro. The people that can't stand the Joneses, the people that just can't stand Steven. Yeah, if y'all can't stand, as soon as y'all heard him say, trying to figure out the best way to say this, you should have just tapped out the video. You should have instantly clicked out, because nothing was going to follow but rage. Because he was trying to figure out how he's going to say something he knows is going to piss the common man off. I'm just let y'all know now, man. Y'all got to start picking up on these cues. Steven tried to let you know. Click off of this video right now. This is the point. You should escape if you don't want to get mad from Steven.
I'm not making.
There's a second one.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, that was the second one. He didn't even finish his damn sentence. I'm not making an excuse. At the end of the day, that is your second warning that you should have clicked out the video if you didn't want to be mad at Steven today.
No excuses, but when you have the injuries we had, it's difficult. So you just.
Steven.
Man, come on, man. Yeah, bro. Oh man, now he gonna blame it on injuries now, Cowboys Nation. Injuries, man. Nah, it wasn't about the injury. Yeah, I mean, okay, we know Cass got hurt, but the bottom line is that you didn't go out and try to, build a team, man. You didn't bring in nobody. So when Cass got hurt, there was no replacements. There was nobody there to fill in. That's what it all boils down to. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so funny how these cats, man, they sit there and try to make every excuse up, man. They thinking, well, what can I say? Because I know I messed up, What can I say? I know they'll buy, you know what I'm saying? I can blow smoke up their ass. Like, come on, Steven. Man, we not stupid, man. We are not stupid, bro. You didn't do anything. Your father, Will McClay, none of them cats, man. Your other brother, none of the front office, man. Y'all didn't do diddly squat last year to improve this team, man. That's why this team was the way it was, man. Y'all didn't do anything at all to improve our team. And our team was garbage last year. So, don't try to sit up here and candy coat this and try to make it, excuse about, we was hurt and, hey, you know, it's hard. Yeah, man, come on, man. Bullshit, man. Come on, out of here.
You know why those injuries are even more difficult, Steven? You know why those injuries are even more difficult? Because you didn't sign anybody to take the place of the dudes that got injured.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, bruh. Give your team some freaking depth, man.
It makes it hard. We're going to obviously look at everything we do in terms of how we go about making this team better.
Right. You should.
How we improve the roster.
I hope so.
You always look for ways to improve.
Okay, I hope you are. Yep, company line. He followed the company line on the last couple answers. Very, very interesting quote pieces there from Stephen Jones as it pertains to those different questions and answers that he gave. What I took from that, selectively aggressive. That's the only thing I took from it.
Right.
He gave us our all-in quote. A lot of y'all won't let that all-in quote go. At that time, yeah, he completely stepped in it. He just said, overall, the Cowboys are going to be selectively aggressive as it pertains to this offseason. Now, when we look back at it, selectively aggressive could have been like, oh, we selected Micah Parsons and Osa Odigizua to pay big contracts to. So we felt like we were being pretty aggressive and believing in these guys. So we gave them these guys. No. Don't start playing those semantics, man. Y'all know what we mean. That is not what anybody is thinking when you say selectively aggressive. We better see some selectively aggressive moves made to make this Cowboys team nominally better, bro. We got to see some improvement. Now, we got a couple of other quotes I want to get to because it actually kind of indicates to us what the offensive line is going to look like next season. Here's the first quote right here. So those of y'all that want Terrence Steele gone, he's not going anywhere. Terrence Steele is going to be on this team. He's not getting cut or any of that, okay? Obviously, we got Terrence Steele signed. I think he's going to play much better in this system with Clayton Adams. Jones was asked why he believes Steele will excel with the new coaching staff. Clayton has watched all of the tape on him and just really loves him, Jones said, referring to the Cowboys' new offensive coordinator. Terrence's strong point is his run blocking. If we do what I think Shotty and Clayton are going to do offensively, which is an even bigger focus on the run, that's going to help Steele. Clayton is very fired up, and so is Connor about what Terrence can do. Ooh-wee!
Yeah, man. So, you know, all you out there that don't want Terrence Steele, pretty much telling you right here, man, like, yo, Steele ain't going nowhere. You're going to be right back with us, you know what I mean? He's saying that Clayton Adams, the new O-line coach, pretty much done, went through the film, and he said he likes what he sees, you know, especially in the run blocking. And now, one thing I can say about Steele is, and he has been a good run blocking. His issue has been pass blocking, man. That's always Terrence Steele's problem. You know, he's like a revolving door when it comes to pass blocking. But run blocking, Steele's been A1 on that, you know. So they need to work. If this is what it's going to be, then it's just going to be. Terrence Steele going to be here. But if he's going to be here, they need to help improve his pass blocking skills for real. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, from what it seems like, from all indications right here, from what Stephen Jones is saying, Terrence Steele's going to be back with us, and they probably aren't going to draft any old linemen to take his place.
I love this. We're getting some clarity on what the Cowboys are really going to be prioritizing this offseason. So it sounds like to me, maybe the offensive line isn't nearly as big of an issue as people think, especially when Steven gave us this answer as it pertains to Cooper Beebe and Brock Hoffman and what they're going to do with Zach Martin leaving. Stephen Jones was asked about it, and his answer suggested that head coach Brian Schottenheimer and his staff would consider shifting Beebe back to guard, where he played in college, under new offensive line coach Connor Riley, and use Brock Hoffman at center. All right, and that honestly is probably going to be maximizing those two guys, because you're going to be putting those guys back in the positions that are more so their natural positions, where they're kind of been training at for the larger part of their adult lives, right? Brock Hoffman is more of a natural center than he is a guard. Cooper Beebe is more of a natural guard than he is a center. So you switch those.
Yeah, I like that. I do. I like that. I think Hoffman should be the center and bring Beebe back to his original spot, which is guard. And I think Beebe being a guard, playing next to Steele, Then on the other side, you got Tyler Smith, guard. That means I think Hoffman's a good player too. So you get Tyler Smith, Hoffman, and Cooper Beebe. That middle of the line right there should be stout. You know what I mean? They should be, those three cats right there should own that middle, man, for real. And I done seen highlights of Cooper Beebe back in Kansas State, man, when he was playing guard. Yo, that dude was vicious, man. Yo, he was roll blocking cats, man, like just plowing cats over. Nasty work, man. Nasty work. So I think that's good. Only issue, I guess you could say, or only way we can, see if this thing is going to really solidify is the two tackles with Steele and Tyler Guyton, And like I said, if you get Steele's passing blocking good back to, adequate levels, then, that whole right side is going to be great. Now, Guyton is really the question mark. Granted, he was a rookie. He had a so-so year last year. It was up and down. Now, let's go into year 2, get new coaching, a new staff. He come in fresh, good mindset to improve. He's got the physical tools. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong, Cowboys Nation. He's got the physical tools. We just got to get the mind right, and we got to get the technique down. Once he gets that down, if he can get that down, then, Guyton's going to be nasty. And then you pair him up there with Tyler Smith on that left side, I think our line would be straight, man. If we can just get those two, you get the two tackles together, Steele and Guyton, you get them rolling good, oh, man, we should be straight. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I agree with this.
Those guys around, and then you fix the inside of your line with Tyler Smith, Brock Hoffman, and Cooper Beebe. Clearly going to be keeping Terrence Steele, so that's clearly still your right tackle, and I doubt they're going to move off of Tyler Guyton right now. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Our starting 5 offensive linemen has been decided. There will be no Josh Simmons picks. There will be no Will Campbell picks. There will be no Kelvin Banks picks for the Dallas Cowboys in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. That is what we learned from these two quotes. They pretty much are set on the starting 5 that they want to go into the season with, unless they were to bring in a free agent like a Will Hernandez to play right guard, and then you keep Cooper Beebe at center for that second season, whatever it may be. But it doesn't seem like offensive line is a huge worry for the Cowboys. So very, very good, interesting answers there from Stephen Jones. Surprisingly, I can't believe I'm saying that. And when asked about Micah Parsons' contract, Stephen Jones had this to say, quote, "There are always extenuating circumstances to these things. Every contract negotiation is different. We'll just see how Micah's deal goes. I don't necessarily know that there's a lot of extenuating situations out there that would prevent us from getting our hands around something with Micah, but we'll see." On free agent defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa, he said, quote, "We're certainly working with him right now, working with his agent, have had productive talks. We'll see where we end up this week." Ooh, that's...
All right, what? I don't understand that whole extenuating circumstances with Micah's contract. What extenuating circumstances, Cowboys Nation? Micah then already pretty much told him, let's get the contract done. He wants to do it now because the earlier they do it, the more cap space it will provide them. But the longer you drag this thing out, man, it hurts the team. So from what I'm hearing, I don't know, man. It almost sounds like, they don't know if they're sure about Micah right now, which is crazy to me. Like, come on, man. Micah's a top 5 player in the league, man. He's like your foundational player. He is pretty much the face of the Cowboys right now when it comes to the players, man. Like, why wouldn't you want to pay this cat? Yeah, okay, that whole podcasting thing, all right, this is the era we in now, But it's like, come on, man. Like, don't be stupid, man. I know y'all smarter than that. Jerry, Steven, Will McClay, Jerry Jones Jr., whole front office, like, what are y'all doing, man? Like, get this cat signed, man. Get him signed so we can get this inked up, sealed up, so we can move on, man. So we can deal with other business, man. You know what I mean? Like, but the longer y'all drag this on, it's just become a mess, yo. Become a mess. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't understand that, man. It just don't make sense, man. Don't make sense.
Sounds kind of interesting. What extenuating circumstances could the Cowboys be talking about? Could some of the unpredictability I've been talking about with the Micah Parsons and some of the behavior of Micah Parsons come into play when a front office is deciding whether or not to give a guy $200 million? See, y'all thought I was crazy when I brought up that the Jones family were going to have a little bit of consternation as it came to paying Micah, especially when he was giving live updates as far as the progress of their contract talks. I don't see what extenuating circumstances there could possibly be outside of them just having some doubts about wanting to pay him. Because if we're being completely honest, it opens up salary cap space to pay Micah Parsons. So it ain't the salary cap restrictions. Micah has already said he's willing to work with you guys. So it's not like he's being overly difficult. So the extenuating circumstances are coming on you guys' behalf, which means we got to start thinking, what could it possibly be preventing them from wanting to go ahead and dive both feet in with Micah Parsons when he's already made it clear? He's laid out the runway for them and let them know, I'm not going to make this hard for y'all. What could it be? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Offensive line questions have been answered. And we kind of have an idea of how the Cowboys will be approaching this offseason. Selectively aggressive. We shall see. We shall see. Either way, how about them Cowboys?
Yeah, so how about them, man? How about them Cowboys, man? YouTube, I mean, you heard them, you know what I'm saying? Stephen Jones, your man, Cat Boy, so it's, to me, again, it's all on them. It's all on them how the season goes, man. They know the predicament we're in. They know what they need to do to improve this team, and they got to do it. It ain't no other way around it. They got to do it. They got to bring people in here, being selectively aggressive or however aggressive. You need to be aggressive regardless. Bottom line, do it. And this whole thing with Micah and Osa, they said they're already in talks with Osa. All right, cool. We're gonna see how that goes because I'm hearing that Osa may command, what is it, 20 mil a year, something like that. Are they gonna be willing them to pay Osa that type of money? I mean, me personally, I don't know if Osa is the type of player that you pay 20 mil, but I would love to have him back though, because I think he's a great player. But 20 mil, I don't know about 20 mil, so, we'll see how that play out, But as far as Micah go, they got to get this deal done, man. They do. We can't have another year like Dak and CD waiting all the way to the end of the offseason and right up to the beginning of the year before you make a deal. If that's the case, just scratch it, Micah just play on the 5th-year option, and more than likely he'll end up leaving, man, which will suck like hell. And I'll be heated beyond heated if that happens. Hopefully we don't get there, but you just never know with this team, man. You never know, But anyway, that just wanted to throw that out there, Cowboys Nation. What says you, man? Let me know what you think about, this whole thing with Stephen Jones and these comments that he made, about the, last year and going into this free agency and the whole thing with Micah and, Osa and all that, I thought that was some good sound clips, man, But as always, YouTube, it's your man, D-Rich Kid. If you like my content, give me a like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm out, yo. Peace.